If you're in the world of YouTube and content creation, you've most likely been bombarded by this YouTube advice. And that's been to niche down, niche down, niche down. And yes, there is some truth to it, but you gotta be careful because it might just kill your channel if you don't make this one tweak. So what does niching down mean? Well, in the world of YouTube, niching down is the strategy of focusing on a very specific topic or audience for your channel rather than trying to appeal to a broader audience. And this allows content creators to become the experts or the go-to source for a specific type of content that people are looking for. By doing this, you're creating the opportunity to grow a whole lot faster. And examples of niching down could be focusing on a specific hobby or interest or a demographic group or having a specific type of content. So maybe you're a finance channel or you're gonna create content specifically geared towards new parents, or you just do unboxing videos. There's literally hundreds of thousands of different niches that you could focus on. It's time to change locations. I don't know about you, but I'm a huge extrovert, and I've been noticing lately that if I spend the whole day here at the office, I start feeling a little bit lonely. So I like to go to the cafe, and even if I don't talk to anyone, just be able to see people and be around life does good for me. I do agree that if you do have a YouTube channel that you should have some sort of primary focus, because it would be like going to your favorite restaurant and you're expecting sushi and you go there and you eat it and you love it, but the next week you go back and all of a sudden it's tacos. You'd be like, what the heck is going on? And that's the same with YouTube channels. If there isn't a primary focus where each week you're just changing subjects, your audience is gonna get really confused and most likely aren't gonna wanna come back because they don't know what to expect. So yes, you should niche down and have some sort of primary focus, but there are a few things to be careful about. While yes, it is true that if you niche down really hard, you can grow faster and probably you'll make more money initially because the companies that you collaborate with know exactly what kind of audience you have. But in the long term, when you niche down too hard without making this one minor tweak, it can really hurt your channel. So what are all these downsides that I keep talking about when it comes to niching down? Well, the first one is that you can really box yourself in. The creators that niche down really hard are now known for only one thing, which means you're trapped in this one box making the same kind of content over and over again. And this can get really boring for you as a creator because we all know as human beings we're always changing and we're gonna wanna make different kinds of content, but if you've niched down too hard, then you're stuck in that box and there's no way to wiggle yourself out and go into different types of content that you wanna create. The second downside is that your audience doesn't really get to know you. You get so focused on that specific niche, for example, if you do just gear reviews all the time, that there's not really a lot of room or space for you to share more about yourself. You know, to share more about your interests and your thoughts, the things that really build that connection with your audience and allow you to have that lasting relationship. So when you niche down hard, people end up watching your content for the gear reviews or whatever your niche is more than for who you are, which can be really detrimental in the long run because you're not gonna have a strong personal brand. And last, the longevity of your channel is in jeopardy because you as a person are gonna change over time. And if there's no room to change or pivot the type of content you wanna make, in the end, your channel might just implode. So what is the solution? What should you do instead?
This is my local coffee house.
Well, if you want that really quick short-term growth, then yeah, niche down really hard and keep making that same content over and over again that you know works. That's gonna get you the views and the subscribers. But if you want that long-term growth and success, you wanna choose a niche to focus on, at the same time intertwine your own personality, your unique interests, your thoughts, because that's gonna allow your audience to not only get that specific niche, but as well they're gonna get to know you along the journey. And over time, they'll come for that initial niche content, but they're gonna stay for the long term because of you, because of that strong personal connection that you've built with your audience. So don't just focus on the niche itself, figure out how you can incorporate your own personality, your unique interests, your thoughts, alongside your niche content, because ultimately that's the difference between a niche account and a personal brand. You want people to initially find your channel for the content that you're creating and stay for the long term because of who you are as a person. So how do you do this? Whenever you plan an idea and script out the video, you wanna make sure that you have the A story and the B story. The A story, for example, could be maybe I'm gonna do a gear review of a brand new action camera. But the B story is gonna be me snowboarding and showing off my unique interest of loving being on the slopes. And that way, I'm able to create a video where A, the person comes there initially to hear about that camera, to learn about it, but along the ride, they're getting to know me and see me enjoying my unique interests, and there's a connection there. Maybe they themselves as well love being on the slopes, and automatically there's that connection built. And now it's not just about the niche alone, it's more about the personal brand that you're building. People are getting to connect not only with the content that you're creating, but as well with you as a person. See the difference? I could just make that action camera video review in my YouTube studio talking about the specs, or I could go that step further to build that connection by including that B story into the video. And I can guarantee that when you make this one tweak, yes, sure, they will come initially for the camera view, but they're gonna end up staying and coming for more because they're getting to know you on that personal level. That's the power of a personal brand, including your unique interests, your thoughts, your special things that make you who you are. So as tempting as it is to niche down really hard and just keep making that same content over and over again that you know performs well, recognize that's a short game mentality and you want to play the long game because you want to have long lasting success, not just short-term success. The long game is all about making content for your primary audience, that primary focus, but at the same time intertwining your unique personality, interests, thoughts, because ultimately that's what's going to build that long-lasting relationship with your audience and have them keep coming back for more and more videos over the year. Dang, my arm is pumping right now. I'm holding this camera set up right now. Oh, I'm gonna put it down. All right, hopefully this will help you to not kill your channel because I do not want you guys to niche down too hard and then end up boxing yourself in and playing that short game.